Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Beth if you are new here, and I like to talk about music. And it's been a while since we chatted. It's been too long, especially since we've checked out a Janet Jackson song, a Janet Jackson music video. So that is what we're doing today. I kind of alluded to this in a community post, but I have been going through this period of being really overwhelmed by the editing process, really overwhelmed also by just life. You know, my cats, I have 3 cats now. They have not been getting along. I've been busy with work. Just, you know, life happens, and that's what's kind of been happening. So I've been stressed. I've been stressed about things in my personal life, and I think that's kind of affected how much energy I have to put toward my channel. So I hope you can understand. I appreciate your patience and your understanding in that regard. If there's a certain new release video you're waiting for or something, I hope you can understand that it'll eventually happen, hopefully. But today, all I have energy for is a Janet Jackson song. So we're gonna be checking out I Get Lonely. This was highly requested to be the next one. I don't know if this is gonna be like more of a slow, sad ballad. I feel like most of the songs I've heard from her are like pretty feel good. Not to say they aren't a bit emotional, but I feel like there hasn't been really any hard-hitting like sad ballads. So I am curious, you know, I Get Lonely, that's a very sad title. So I'm curious if this is gonna be any different, or yeah, still kind of upbeat and fun and whatnot. We're gonna be checking out the song and the music video, so let's get into it. And I just wanna say, I've gone back to every single Janet Jackson song I've covered so far. I am really enjoying her music. I am listening to it in my free time, not just on camera with you guys. So I'm very excited to keep getting into her. All right, Janet, what you got for me, girl? This is not gonna be a ballad. It's not gonna be a ballad. Or is it? That was smooth as hell. Already the choreo in fashion.
Sitting here with my tears, all alone with my fears. I'm wondering if I have to do without you, but there's no reason why I fell asleep late last night, crying like a newborn child, holding myself close, pretending my arms are yours.
So it is a bit slower, but it's like, it's not as slow as I thought it was gonna be, if that makes sense. There's still that little funky beat behind it, you know? Okay, but we are sad. She said, I'm alone with my tears. I'm sitting here alone with my fears. In a rainy car, you know, quite the fitting scene. But the choreo is so effed up. Like, the choreo is so good in this. And it's really cool to me because it's like slower, you know? Like, I'm so used to the music videos that have the very upbeat, fast choreo. I feel like I don't often see videos where it's slower, and I don't know, it just perfectly goes along with the song. So I'm loving that. Me in middle school watching the raindrops on the window and watching them race down the windowsill. Yes. Her hair's red too. Just stay by the man. Ooh. This kind of looks like the set for the music video Scream. Love that song, love that music video, absolutely iconic.
I still remember to the day. In fact, it was the third Monday.
The fan was there. The fan was a paid actor.
One for me. Now I'm alone. I'm sitting here by the phone. Call and say that you're okay. So that I have the chance to beg you to stay. I want no one but you. I get so lonely.
Yes!
Just anybody out there.
This is the best choreo.
My dear, I want no one but
Woo!
you.
And here's the thing too, the choreo looks very effortless. Like she makes it look like it's not that complicated, but I know it's probably a lot more complicated than it looks, which shows, you know, just how professional she is. And she just makes it look like it's another day in the life. Also, what is this little, what is that mannequin? Also, can we talk about like this chandelier type of like some sort of art piece coming down from the ceiling? Just noticing it, kind of interesting, kind of frames the dancers here. Oh my God, this is really cool. This is really cool. Okay. Oh, like she's lonely because she doesn't have a real man. Woo! When that beat hits. And the hat.
Gonna break it down, break it down, break it down. Gonna break it down, break it down, break it down. Oh, you know that I know that I get so lonely with you. Ooh, no.
Okay.
I get lonely when I hear your name. I get lonely when I see your name. That lives in my ear. I don't want no one else but you. Every time I see your face, babe. Every time I hear your name, you are the love that lives in me, babe. Every time I hear your name, babe. Every time I see your face, I believe that you are with me. I know no one but you.
My God, she has so much swag. She has so much swag within her. Is that cringy to say? I don't care if it is because the woman is full of swag. I'm obsessed, okay? First of all, the choreo took me to a new beyond. Like, I honestly haven't really seen choreo that's made me that excited in a while. I feel like I just haven't been blessed with good choreo lately. With my Madonna music video journey, I do get the choreo, but I feel like we've been more in like the storytelling videos. We haven't gotten as much of the choreo recently. So I have missed the choreo because if there's one thing you should know about me is that I love great choreo. And from start to finish, it took me to a new level. I just loved every single freaking movement she did. I loved the fashion in that video as well, like the low hat, kind of like giving her this mysterious kind of edgy vibe. She was the only one dressed in that outfit. All the other dancers, I think, were dressed in black. So, you know, she kind of stood out, obviously. That was the whole point. But the other dancers served to highlight her and provide, you know, a backdrop to her dancing as well. Like, they're just as important as her in that regard. God, it was just so smooth. It was just so swaggy. It was just like it had so much, you know, that star power, that confidence. And then it cut to like the more melancholy shots, you know, that were alluding to the actual meaning of the track. I feel like the song itself was kind of a grower for me. For the first little bit, I was like, I don't don't know how I feel about this, you know? It's so slow, but it's also got this funkiness behind it. I just don't really know how to feel. But by the end of the video, I was singing along. I was a lot more into it, and I feel like I want to go back to it and I want to listen to it again. So that's always a good feeling. But I am just hella impressed. I don't have that much to say about it because the main thing is just wow, choreo, you know, wow, iconic, wow, amazing. That's literally the extent of what I have to say. The fashion and the choreo and the transitions too. Like every time it would go from like the car scene back to that stage with the dancers and it would just hit the beat. I eat shit like that up. I just love when the dancing like perfectly goes with the song and really hits those beats and makes you appreciate the song more, right? And that's what I got from that. So yeah, Janet Jackson. Okay, listen, I feel like everyone talks about Michael Jackson. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I don't hear as many people talk about Janet Jackson. I do think maybe there's a little bit of, you know, underrepresentation going on. I don't know if that's the word, underrated. I do think she might be underrated, even though, you know, I feel like the people who know her think she's iconic, think she's amazing, you know, whatever. But I feel like I don't hear as many people talking about her. We will continue talking about her on this channel. If I get around to a full album reaction, that'll be great. If not, we'll just continue doing these songs until I don't know when, but I really like highlighting these one song, one video. I don't know why that's the mood with her, but it just is. So hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, for being here. Appreciate every single one of you. Feel free to like and subscribe, okay? Keeping the Janet Jackson videos alive, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.